Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going live, so I hope you're ready. Let me know if you can hear me, let me know if you can see me. Write a thumbs up or write yes if everything works, so we can begin. I see you in the chat. So I will wait a little bit so people come in and we connect in the chat. So let me know if everything works. And how are you doing? Perfect, perfect. I have so many wonderful information to share with you, so much value. And I feel many of us are feeling these present times as something very unique, something very, for some of us, maybe challenging, for some of us revealing, for some of us exciting. And to me, it just feels like these are one of the greatest times we've ever been through. And I will tell you everything. So people are coming in, let me know where are you coming from, just to see which parts of the world we are covering. And also don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much so we can keep up with the work. Okay, it's beautiful to connect with you all live, especially, which is quite different because all of us are here together and it's much easier to exchange information and to talk about everything that's going on right now and to feel each other. Towards the end of this video, we will also do a meditation, a collective meditation. So for anyone who would like to connect with us, you can do it. But also this video will stay live on my channel, so you can do it later if maybe you don't have time or you may be in a car. Don't do it in a car. So yeah, good. People are coming in. So we are in a time of eclipse season. What does it mean? It means that with the recent full moon, a strong energy came in that has its purpose of cleansing. And this cleansing energy is often experienced in different ways. So one way it may be that we just feel more creative. Depends of how much you're aligned with yourself, depends of how much you feel that you're really doing what you've come here to do. If you're already in such a great alignment with yourself, then you will feel this energy as an incredible creative force is moving through you. And you will kind of feel like you can do so much. And you will feel a need to help others, to support others. So many times when people feel these energies like that, they create content, they create communities, they create gatherings, meditation groups, and certain coaching groups where they can assist others to not just to deal with it spiritually, but also to build a new life from this stage on. Because these eclipse seasons are often like transitioning phases where we can discover so much more about ourselves, the suppressed energy. That's why I've also named this video as DNA activation. Many of you may be familiar with that. But, you know, I was always, I'm not coming from a spiritual background, so I was always skeptical about this thing. So it made me to study a little bit also the science behind it. So I was able to understand why this DNA activation is so powerful and important. And I came across one very powerful book. Maybe let me see if I can share it with you. Can you see it? It's the name is The Field. It's a lot about quantum physics, but it explains how our DNA is affected by our emotions. So scientists found out that when we are going through certain trauma or something emotionally very heavy, something that awakens within us a lot of negative emotions, the DNA spiral will close down and it will generate less light. So it can be visible with certain devices. So they found out that more we are in these negative emotions, closer will be the DNA, more it will, spin in, I don't know how to explain it. It will close down and it will generate less light. So the DNA activation then means just the opposite process of that. You allow light enter into your body and you allow yourself to slowly release this emotional tension, the negative emotions, which often requires from us to go into these old suppressed memories and kind of reflect on them or observe them from a wiser point of view, as today you're wiser than you've been when you have been through certain traumatic, something painful. So DNA activation right now is happening to many of people, which means light is entering. There's a lot of light, a lot of higher energy coming into this planet. It moves through you, through your body, through your crown center. It goes through the back side of the body, through all of your energy centers, and then it moves through the earth, into the earth center. So when this happens, you may feel inspired, you may feel more awakened, you may feel more enthusiastic. That's why it may happen to you that one day you feel very charged, very exciting, but because this energy then bounces back from the core of the earth, back again through your energy centers in the front side of your body, and then, partially it goes into your aura field and partially it goes back. It kind of brings new information and then it also takes with it old information to the source as it moves through you. What's happening? Firstly, it brings a lot of inspiration, a lot of insights. It brings kind of realizations to you, like what could you do, who you could become, what else is possible for you. You experience these moments of remembering like who you truly can be. You experience moments of realization, what is truly your potential, like what you truly can become. You experience so much of these very powerful insights. But then as this energy bounces back, it's happening very fast. So that's why you're experiencing mood shifts. Like you feel inspired and then you feel dizzy and maybe brain fog and unbalanced and maybe, not so grounded. It's because it bounces back and it as it moves upwards through your body, it brings with it suppressed emotions. It kind of, it brings to the surface what was suppressed. It wants you to kind of remember what you've forgotten about your past that is still holding you in a certain emotional cage. And as these things are happening, it's only helping you to listen to yourself. That's why many of you may feel more tired during this time, because your body is telling you, hey, something intense is happening within you, and it would be good if you would listen. It would be good if you would slow down and just observe what is happening, which doesn't mean just to just pause your life and just pay attention to yourself. Live your life, but have certain moments in a day where you will just, sit down and listen to yourself, like what is really happening. What is really happening, and maybe certain memories will come to the surface. And if they come, if you start remembering certain things that you've forgotten, reflect on them a little bit and go into a more meditative state and just observe it, because it will help you to release the emotional maybe baggage that was connected to it. You will start to see that maybe it was not how you've remembered. Maybe, you've made up certain stories about your past because you wanted to feel safe, and you wanted to maybe to blame someone or to feel like a victim, whatever happened. So most of our memories are truly made up. That's also what neuroscience says, psychologists say that. Like 90%, 95% of our memories of what happened, especially something traumatic, may be made up. So it's very important to go back into certain moments that are kind of holding us back and really try to figure out what truly happened and then develop an understanding around it. Understanding is truly the embodiment of the light. Understanding helps us then to embody a new behavior, a new attitude, a new approach, especially in our social life, because many of these things may be holding you back also in your social life. So when it comes to the possibilities of finding your tribe, finding maybe your soulmate or whatever you're looking for, maybe what's really holding you back is that you haven't embodied a certain new skill set for how else you could express yourself in public that obviously comes from a deeper understanding of what you've been through and how the past affected you. That's how this DNA activation is happening during this time, and as we are in this eclipse season, it's just becoming more intense. And many of you have been feeling the recent full moon that was very strong, very bright, beautiful. I'm in Slovenia and we just moved to a new place, and here it was very, very beautiful. So many of you have been feeling it. It was in the sign of Libra, which again reminds us of balance, like how well we are balancing ourselves. Maybe intellect and intuition may be very important right now. Like I think in the past all of us have been working more from the intellect, from knowledge, from maybe observation and judgment and so on. And now we are transitioning slowly into a new era where we are becoming much more intuitive, which means that when it comes to a certain decision, like big decision you have to make in your life, it's more like you ask yourself how you feel about it. And you ask yourself how you feel about it in your heart area, not from an emotional standpoint, but more from the heart. Because heart will often encourage you into growth. It will often encourage you to do something scary, while if you just listen to your emotions, you will never do something scary. So intuition often encourages growth. And therefore, we are entering into a period, or better said, an age where we are becoming more intuitive. So, okay, there's more and more people here, so hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, my friends, and welcome everyone who's joining us. Let me know where you're coming from with entered into the flow. So, okay, I see you in the chat. So I'm looking on the computer because I'm checking what are you writing. And yeah, let me know how are you feeling these days, because those are very important times. And Michelle, thank you for your support. Thank you so much. And you're welcome. So as many of you know, I'm an artist, and these days I've been much more playful with art. I've been going a little bit back into the style that was how I was painting more at the beginning, because I just wanted to play a little bit with it. And you know, as I'm doing it for some time, sometimes you just get lost in a certain rhythm, and sometimes you get lost in certain programs, and then you start to think like this is how you should do something. In art, it's very important to catch yourself when you notice that you're maybe repeating something that you've already done, and then you break the pattern and you start doing it in a new way. And that's what I did a little bit with my art. I was playing a little bit, and it just opened a new stream of creativity for me. Oh, thank you so much for all the messages. And also I wanted to take this moment today to also say thanks to everyone who have chosen to support my art. So many times I see you in the comments like writing, I have this painting, I own this painting now. And it's so incredible to see your support for an artist. I truly appreciate that. And to everyone who was wondering where can you find my art, it's AttractPassion.com. AttractPassion.com, you will find all my art there. So there's a message I wrote down today that I want to read to you right now, and then we'll go further with the message. So every single day in the morning I sit down and I got this inspiring thoughts often that I just write down and then I share it with our Instagram community. Hey everyone. Hey everyone, how is everyone doing? So more and more people are coming in. You are awesome, my friends. Thanks for the support. Hit the like button. Yes. Thank you. You're awesome. You're awesome. So the message for today goes like this. It's time for you to shine brighter than ever before. This is your moment. Let go of all the emotional weights that are dimming your joy and potential. Take your power back and invest it in your new self. May the joy for life inspire you to create changes that will make your life more joyful. And feel it for a moment. Those are not just empty words. Those are very powerful words when we feel them, when we really resonate with them. Embody more light. What does it mean? What does it mean? You've heard this before. In many spiritual circles, you will hear, become light, be the light, right? Be the change that the world needs to see. Be the light means that you allow yourself to really be what you feel deep inside that you can be. And why it's called a light? Because it has a very positive emotional charge to it. So let me ask you, how does it feel when a song that you love inspires you? You feel goosebumps, you feel energy flows upwards through your spine, you feel something within you awakened, you feel strong, you feel powerful, your body posture changes, your facial expression relaxes and you put a smile on your face and you feel like something is going on here. Do you feel like that when something inspires you? This is the power of a very strong positive emotion. Very strong positive emotion. Higher the emotion, stronger the light. And when emotions ascend, they just get stronger and stronger and stronger. The energy gets stronger. That's why we feel positive emotions, more empowered we feel, right? That is light. Higher we go on this emotional spectrum, less we become just a human being, more we become energy. That's why in meditation, sometimes you lose yourself. Because you've become something bigger than just this body. You haven't become it, you've remembered who you are. That is light. And then the purpose of all these experiences, all these emotional sensations is integrated in your body. Integrated in your every daily experience. That's why vision for the future is so important and clarity. So during this eclipse season, what's the most supported is any practice that allows you to tap into clarity. This is the most supported right now. Why? Because when you're clear about something, you're not lost anymore. If you're not lost, you will not feel stuck. If you will not feel stuck, you will feel the emotion that's happening, the stream of life that's happening, the music that moves through you. Okay, we have something with the camera. Let's see what's happening. Okay, we are back. Yeah, you will feel the sound that moves through you, right? Yes, exactly. You see? When I feel inspired, my face looks more relaxed and pretty from happiness. That's what happens. And that is real light. If someone would record your energy field when you feel like that, your light would be much stronger. And that is very powerful because everybody can feel it. Animals can feel it the most. That's why, for example, when you're dealing with something painful, something sad, or where there's some maybe unresolved energy that just needs some cleansing, a cat will come to you and will start walking around you. They feel it and they can take it away from you. And dog will come to you and will feel you and will just give you this unconditional compassion. And many of you who have pets know how they sense it, right? Sometimes they just look into you with these beautiful eyes because they sense you. And that is unconditional compassion that many of us are not able to embody, but that's where we're going. So having, as I mentioned before, having a vision for the future at this point is very important. Like clarity around when you feel there's a potential within you that you can be more. Really being clear about what does it mean to be more? What does it mean? Does it mean that you become maybe more open? Does it mean to be more productive? Does it mean to be maybe to focus more on certain things you've started neglecting, like maybe working out, taking care of your body, really treating your body like an instrument of consciousness? And and just noticing like what right at this point really speaks to you that you should start doing. It's the inner guidance that you may feel at this point. And pay more attention to it. Maybe ask yourself why you're not doing it. It's often the lack of clarity. Even laziness comes from the lack of clarity. That's why all of these things are cleansing right now. And when we don't do that, we may feel a lot of emotional intensity because we know that maybe our actions are not aligned with our intuitive knowing. So really pay attention to all of that. This is a beautiful thought. I have encountered a lot of obstacles of people who ask me why I think I'm special. I ask them why they think they're not special. Yeah, well, everyone is special, isn't it? When people forget about what makes them special, they start to believe that there's nothing unique about them. And usually it's because they've never really took time to observe what they want to do, or because they've given up on their dreams as little kids. And many of you haven't. Many of you are still doing what you always wanted to do. And some of you are beginning. Like so many times people write us, hey, I've started painting once again. I've started making music once again. Often when I'm coaching people, They say, you know, for such a long time I felt I need to start doing music again. And then I did, and man, my life started changing. I've started feeling this passion again. I've started feeling like I have desire to set some goals for myself. I feel like I can make something out of this. And this is very powerful because suddenly we gain a new meaning, right? And isn't it why we've come here? It's really not reaching these goals then, but it's about constantly going with this motion forward and constantly expanding ourselves, building new skills, becoming wiser, and really learning from everything. So we have something to wake up in the morning, to look up, something to look forward to, right? Someone is asking how to protect your sacred energy from opposite energy of toxic people around you. Well, firstly, take care of yourself. And I know many of you may be more energy sensitive. So make sure that your cup is full. If your cup is not full, just set boundaries how much you want to be exposed to any type of people. Sometimes it just feels like you like to be more time alone, and it's completely okay. But also know each energy is sacred. Even their energy is sacred. They have just dimmed it because they're most probably not doing what would be aligned with them. So do what take care of your cup, and it will be so much. And also, don't try to change them. It's very important. Sometimes people force certain information to them, and then they get into fights. Just being truly is exactly as it needs to be. Even people whom you would describe toxic introduce you to the idea that you have potential to be like that. You've done something differently, so you're not. But even you could be like they are, which makes you reflect a little bit about that truth. And you may notice that if you would be like that, what would you need? Let's say someone whom you would describe as being toxic is really lacking something a lot. Usually it's love from the childhood, and then they've developed all kinds of patterns how they would get that love, and if they still didn't get it, most probably they feel miserable. So what they truly need is love, but it's hard to understand it if you're lacking it, right? So that's why when it comes to emotional healing, it comes to self-love. You need to learn to provide it to yourself. If you've been seeking love from your mother when you were little and your mother never provided it, you've developed a certain idea what you need to do, what you must do to get love. And that's when we've developed certain maybe people-pleasing patterns or all kinds of other things just to get something in return, right? And then all this healing comes to understanding that you're already worthy of love, you're already worthy of care, you're already worthy of anything you actually desire. And when you find that out, when you truly know that, when you truly practice that, then I don't think you will look at other people as toxic. You will see them as they need something. If you can provide them whatever you can, and then you move away. Give what you can and move away. It's just how it is. But as each of us may be going through a certain healing phase, just don't try to do too much because you can't, right? Do as much as you can. Okay, more people are coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know where you're coming from. Just to see, I'm always curious what parts of the world we're covering. As today we are live, so it's a different experience. Yeah, of course, until they abuse you. But you see, that's where you set boundaries and you become honest. Like, you can't just allow somebody abusing you. Only when you allow it to happen, it can happen. Once you become like adult and, quite responsible for your behaviors, for what you allow, what you tolerate, you need to learn to set boundaries and say, look, I don't tolerate that. I don't agree with you. Look, I have enough of this. Have a good life and goodbye, whatever it is. Right? So it's all about clarity once again. Really realizing what you tolerate in your life. And when you're reflecting on who you're becoming, think about what kind of people you want to be surrounded with. I can only tell you, just yesterday when, we just moved to this new place. So this is my new studio. And I still have some papers to handle, some of my old journaling blocks. And every time when I'm taking care of that, I open some old journaling blocks where I was writing everything, I wanted back at that time. Some of them are old, even 5-6 years. And I was, reading this, reading these affirmations and intentions and everything I was writing down. It was like everything I wrote down, I live today. So that's how powerful it can be when you really decide what is your future, what kind of people you want to be surrounded with, how they are treating you, how you're treating them. No, relationships are about contribution. It's not about what will you get from them. Especially when you say I'm surrounded with toxic people, what you contribute. If you contribute something they don't value, it means you're not at the right place, right? So you need to ask yourself then, what is my place where people would value what I have to offer? And again, you think about those things until you know this is what I want. And this is the contribution I'm really here for. This is what I can offer to others. You will look at people from a completely different way because you will start to see it's all an exchange. So contribution is another important thing we need to gain clarity about, especially right now, because many of you who are waking up, you start to sense you want to share something. There's so much you want to give. You've built certain skills, or you've been through something inspiring, you've been through something challenging. Just yesterday, I've recorded a video that I will share with you most probably tomorrow about building confidence when we feel we want to inspire others, we want to share something with others, but we also kind of feel like we're not ready, or we're not brave enough, or we don't know how to demonstrate courage, how to really, how to do it even though we feel scared of doing it. I've made a video about it because it helps us to, to deal with that, because I know anyone who is inspiring others today was at some point really questioning how to start. And as we go through this, what we call spiritual awakening, which is truly a greater awakening to life, we start cherishing life more. We start, it happened to me the way that I've started remembering once again what I was doing as a little kid that truly brought me into a very incredible state of bliss. And it was drawing, it was creating, it was getting lost in creative processes. So when I quitted my last job and suddenly I had more time and I was already studying some spiritual philosophies and meditating a lot, doing yoga, working out. When I quitted my job, I started sensing this. I want to start drawing once again. And at that time, I've started seeing visions. So then me and Maya went to travel. I've shared this story with you. And then I've just started to feel like this is what I want to do. And this is usually what we call spiritual awakening. We awaken to the sense of what life made us to be, like who we came here to be. What is the dream that is really calling you at this point? Really, who you came here to be. Many of us have been so hypnotized to think that I need to be like everybody else because I'm afraid of standing out. Because if I will stand out, they will turn a finger on me and they will laugh at me, or whatever is your fear. But then as you go through it, you recognize, well, the only way to truly live is to stand out. Once more and more people start standing out, then it becomes a new standard, isn't it? Like, a part of growing up is to learn to stand out and be yourself. And when you really do something like that, you start to feel, well, there's many challenges to deal with, like finding a job that will support that, or making a business out of it that you can financially support that, finding a community where you feel seen, valuable, appreciated, and noticing how you want to grow with it. It's all part of the awakening then. How to develop that gift, how to become so skillful that you can share it. Because still, if we don't have the right skills, then it's hard to express what comes to you. Like, I needed to learn to paint so I can share visions with you. You know, all the paintings just come to me. I see it. I can see a painting clearly way before it's painted. It's just I was always more visually open and receptive. So if someone shares a story with me, I can just see a picture. So because I felt this is a part of everything I will be doing in the future, I need to learn to paint. So we need to learn a certain skill, a skill set, the same as communication is another skill that then we need to develop, right? So be brave, my friend. Be bold, because no one can really give you what you need to learn. It needs to be earned, right? That's why it's called learning. It's actually earning, just that you're doing it on your own. Isn't it so? Have you ever thought about it? That learning is actually earning capacity to do something you want to do better. So when you decide to do it, then you decide to go on a journey. Journey is not like a trip. Trip is having plan, knowing where you will stop, where you will take a break, how the road is going, having a map, predicting everything. It's a trip. But journey is an unknown. You don't know what will happen. So you need to be ready for that. That's why they say universe is testing you. Are you ready for that journey? On that journey, you need to learn to be brave. You need to learn to trust. And then trusting will introduce you to realization. Everything actually happens for me. My life has fallen apart only so I've recognized that all I need to do is to move through it, to keep going, because there is a higher plan for me. And this higher plan is coming to you through glimpses of insights. Until at some point you recognize, well, actually in the past I felt I will be doing something like that, but I couldn't explain it. I couldn't put it into words. and now I can. That's why it's so important if you can, if you are journaling, journal everything you feel, everything you think, because when in the future you will be looking at, you will see, oh, actually I knew what is coming. I was not so precise, I couldn't articulate it, but I knew this is coming. I knew I will experience all of that because there is a higher plan. What is the problem for most people is that they are not brave enough to walk it. So usually we want to feel safe, and it's what your brain wants. It's one of the purpose of your brain is to firstly make sure that you will survive, and then secondly to keep you safe so you can survive. So your brain will really not help you to walk on that journey. Your heart will. That's why when it comes to the spiritual evolution, it comes to tapping into your heart. When your intellect can't make it up, like how things will go, you have to ask your heart, and that is scary for your mind. That is very scary for your mind. That's when just someone wrote, and it inspired me, that's when the term chosen ones come into play. You see, chosen one doesn't mean that God has chosen you. It means that you have chosen to say yes to the calling, and you've chosen to embody it, you've chosen to master it, and suddenly you've recognized you have been chosen all the time. Everyone is chosen. But not many people really say yes to it, so they never experience what it means. Like you choose to follow your heart, you choose to express love, you choose to be kinder to people around you, you choose to do what you love. Many people, everyone could, but not many people do. So fear is the strongest emotion we are dealing with. And that's why I'm so passionate to often talk about the inner work. I don't talk much about what's happening externally, because whatever happens externally, we will experience it internally, and what's happening internally is then much harder to deal with than just observing and being entertained. So how can you deal with fear? What are we afraid of? Again, it's a tough road. Yes, I feel you, Charlie. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I feel you. It's not an easy road. It was never meant to be easy. You know that. We all know that. It was never meant to be easy. Is anyone here who made an easy path in life? Is anyone here who had an easy path until now? All I know is that people who inspire me and people whom I really see as great mentors have had most probably more painful paths than I had. I can't compare, but I was always inspired by people who had a very tough past. Because I couldn't relate to those who were just born into richness or whatever. I couldn't relate to that. That's why anyone who resonates with this channel is going through something tough and challenging most probably. But hey, we have a community. You're supported, you're seen, you're heard, you're felt, and you can anytime come and there will be someone who will be there for you. And and what you really need to know is that once you make a daily practice of any kind of a devotion, it may be devotion to a certain hobby that you really love, a devotion to your inner peace, like meditation or any kind of a spiritual practice, devotion to working out, devotion to make this body a temple, devotion to shape your mind so it will be a reflection of your heart, devotion to making this world a better place. There will be no fear anymore present. It's a devotion that is pure. You see, mind is afraid of what it doesn't understand, and you can't understand everything, so there will always be something you will be afraid of. But heart knows, I will just do it. I will just indulge myself into what I have to do. And I will allow things to unfold, and I will look what's unfolding and I will respond to it. That is a scary thing to do, but that's what will move you. So painting taught me, even though I have a vision, most of the time painting at the end is different. Because when I'm painting it, I see how it is unfolding, and then I just feel like I need to add something here. Oh, here this happened. It looks so awesome. It looks even better than I thought. And I add up something there, and it looks awesome. And then I add up something there, and then I see, oh, it looks like a nature, a garden. Oh, I will add butterflies. So you just see what's unfolding, and you respond to it, right? And you keep adding up more beauty. You keep making you more skillful. You keep waking up in the morning. You keep getting yourself in the center. You keep grounding yourself. You keep pushing yourself forward. You keep reflecting on what's holding you back, going back into these memories, noticing what you've forgotten about yourself, noticing what could you know more, and then asking yourself, okay, I can't figure out why I feel this way. Buy a book and study, right? You can expand your intellect. Sometimes love is not enough. Sometimes we need intellectual understanding. That's why there's balance and moderation in everything. Yeah, you wrote so beautifully. We've been taught mind over matter, but it's truly the heart that leads and guides out of the issues of the heart. Heart is what matters. Yes. Mind is really for shaping the world, right? The first Hermetic principle says the world is mental. The world is mental. Mind is what shapes. Mind is what sets intentions. Mind is what creates sentences, words, spells, right? But then heart needs to resonate with it. Most of you still resonate with your old story because you haven't upgraded it to such a degree that you would rise into the level of the new story. It means that you're still repeating what happened to you and you emotionally associate with it. So you're kind of staying locked in that memory. While this time is really encouraging you to try to understand your past from a loving perspective. When you say this person hurt me, okay, but what now? Does it help you? Does this story still support you? Does this story still make you feel joyful about your life? If no, it means a story requires an upgrade. When a story requires an upgrade, usually it comes to you in a sign that your life becomes meaningless. So when your life is meaningless, it's a sign that your story requires an upgrade. But firstly, you need to become aware of the story. Like when you're upgrading programs on your computer, you firstly need to notice, oh, it's a program, and then you upgrade it, right? Yeah, welcome everyone. There's new people are coming in, so let's welcome everyone. Yes. This one is, again, powerful. You don't only change your life, you have the power to change the life of others. And one experience for that was that, me and my mother, when I was little, I didn't have a beautiful relationship with her. She wanted the best for me, but she showed it in a way that was very unkind to me. It was like she doesn't believe in me. She doesn't want me to do what I wanted to do because she wanted to keep me safe. So I always felt like she doesn't want me to do what I truly want to do, and therefore we were always in fights, and we were always fighting, like, I want to do this, and she was like, no, you have to do this, right? And then as soon as I became more independent, when I got my job, make first money, I moved away. And I moved away, one reason was anger. And I wanted to free myself. I wanted to liberate myself. I thought there's something wrong with her. So most of my childhood, I was like that, even though I know she loved me. She loved me back at that time. She tried the best to be the best mother, but that's all she knew how to do it, right? And when I've started really noticing that, I needed to study psychology a lot, psychiatry, to understand why I had this kind of relationship with my mother. And that all she wanted to do is to really be the best mother the way she knew. And then I've started noticing, well, I can't live with anger. I can't fight with her, right? So I've started to, sometimes I was just meditating. And in meditation, I was visualizing how I'm hugging her, how I'm saying to her what I was too ashamed to say to her back at that time. Like, I love you. I really appreciate everything. And when I've started doing that, it often happens as soon as I came out of meditation, she called me, and she was really, she was really open-hearted. And that's when I've started noticing, when I'm healing the bond with her, she started healing as well. So I've stopped blaming her. I've stopped blaming anyone, because I've noticed, well, the source is in me. It's in you. So with whomever you have a bond, the source of healing is within you. Start healing these bonds. And maybe completely unconsciously, they will start healing them as well. If they don't, no problem. But you will feel more at peace because you've done the work, right? And it's the most important thing you can truly do. Don't forget to hit the like button, my friend. Subscribe to the channel. Today we are flowing. There's a beautiful energy. So at the beginning of the video, I've shared a lot about the eclipse season we are in right now, the DNA activation. What does it mean? And also how this present energy can be used for healing. It's most important is to really notice what your body tells you. If you feel more dizzy, like Maya, my partner, she's like every single day right now, she's like, is it normal that I'm so tired? Like every single day she's sleeping well, she's working out, she's doing everything, like she's very good. And she's like, why I'm so tired all the time? Is this the energy? And she's very intuitive. She's Pisces. She's very dreamy. So many times right now she's like dreaming a lot, daydreaming, and we have these deep conversations then, and every time we have them, we discover something new. So you see, when you listen to your body, when you don't just force like, oh, I feel like that, but I will be still pushing myself to the limits. Yeah, you can push yourself to a certain degree, but then also listen to yourself, right? As much as you're pushing yourself, I love pushing myself in workouts. I love that. I'm a passionate athlete still. I love bikes, mountain biking, road cycling. I love that. And sometimes I push the limits. I love that because I feel there's an animal within me that needs to be released here and there. But then I also listen to myself. And I also push myself in meditation. Like if 1 hour is something is like a lot to me, let's try 2 hours. Let's see if I will be able to be more present with me, or whatever it is. So it's always polarity, right? Take care of both aspects. Even if you're blaming something for what they did wrong, blame them also for what they did right. Because no one did just bad things to you. No one did just bad things to you. So blame them also for what they did right. And you will see that balance is in everything. And that's also what the recent full moon was all about. The Libra, right? Balance. Noticing in everything there's balance. If you're feeling afraid, if you're feeling challenged, it means that maybe you're not making enough of joyful steps in your life, or enough of truthful or honest steps in your life. Like, have you been honest with people around you? What is holding you back? Shame? Guilt? Anger? Well, try to do it anyway. You will see how liberating it can be. So try it out. See how strong an emotion is. But then what happens when you do it anyway? Right? Yeah, I always check myself first to see if I had a part in it. That is powerful. Congratulations to you. That is a very brave move. So by the way, the painting that you see behind, it's called Liberation, and it was just sold. So I'm just preparing it, and it's traveling to the USA, I think, which is something beautiful, when a part of you just goes and travels. Sometimes I wish I could bring it to you personally, to anyone who chooses to support my life. I wish I could bring it personally to you. And in the future, when we will be doing maybe worldwide workshops or art galleries, it will be possible. So I'm looking forward to it. And we'll meet there. But yeah, so thank you so much for all your support. It means a lot. There's so much of dedication in this art, in serving, in everything. And it means a lot when you decide to support this. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also thanks to everyone who is joining us in our Patreon community. We also have a Patreon community. It's called AttractPassion. Yeah, oh, thanks to everyone for all the messages. Yeah, it's a dove, and it holds a key. So, yeah, on one side of the key is like a human heart. I don't know if you can see on this side is a human heart form or shape, and then here is a shape of the heart. It's a very special painting. It was created in 2021, I think. Yeah, so relationships is another very important topic right now. because many of you may be noticing maybe relationships are falling apart right now or new people are coming in. Both of it is quite transforming. And just yesterday I was reflecting on what are still challenges in my life when it comes to relationships, like who I still am not, but I would like to be when it comes to the way I show up in the world, the way I communicate with others. I still see I could be even more present. I could be even a better listener. So, you know what I've noticed? I became very good at listening myself. I became very good at talking to myself. Like, you know, when I need to say some nice words to myself, truthful words, being honest with myself. I became very good at it. And then I've noticed, well, what's the next stage from here? Let's expand it onto others. Let's become such a good listener with others. Let's become so honest as I've become with myself with others. Let's become so open and truthful as I've become with myself with others. So me and Maya have such an incredible and wonderful relationship. Because of her, all of this is possible, because she's supporting me. And I've noticed, well, my dream is that this kind of a relationship I could have with anyone I get in contact with. Of course, not with everyone, it's possible, but let's say at least with my friends. And that's how we're constantly leveling up and expanding this bubble. So it's not just us, like me, it becomes us. It goes from me to us, from us to all. And that's the expansion. So that's why a lot of this evolution needs to become selfish at some point, so then it can become selfless, right? So we can deal with old patterns, we can move through everything that was wrongly done and find out how could it be done more rightly, and then we just expand it. And then again, you may be wondering, how could you give more? Contribution. Because that's what truly makes us feel alive. Like, holding your gifts for yourself is not very helpful for you. So contribution will help you with healing also so much, because, you know, for example, when I've started making these videos, I've noticed it's so therapeutic when you record yourself, when you talk about what you're going through, when you talk about what you feel, and when you find a way to express what you're saying. So many of us are very intuitive, but we haven't done the connection between what we feel and how to communicate it. So we've never developed this ability to really express our intuitive insights. So the connection needs to happen. And when you decide to maybe make videos, to share your voice, or to make art, to really do what speaks to you, you will notice how powerful it can be, how healing it can be. And you may recognize that everything just happened much faster because you've started sharing more. Yeah, this is very challenging for many people. Thank you, Kathleen, for sharing. Healed in many ways, but difficulty socializing after pandemic, isolation. Yeah, this is, I see it in many people. very challenging. But you know what can be helpful here is to find a community, to look up if there are certain workshops near you, certain gatherings, certain communities near you. Maybe look on Facebook, look on Google, I don't know. But for example, where I live, I see there's constantly something happening. So you can easily be a part of something with what you resonate. And because you've been isolated, it may be scary for you to expose yourself in any way, but please do it. Please do it. So thanks for the donation, Taishuan. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Thank you so much for the support. You're truly appreciated. Yeah, it's very, very important that you connect with same-minded people. You will notice you're not alone. Like sometimes when you come into these communities, you think you're the only one feeling like that, but then you notice actually everyone is feeling like that. And then you start to talk and you notice everyone just wants to feel kind of safe, because for such a long time everyone was just in a protective state, in a state of survival. Thank you so much. Woman Outside the Matrix. What a interesting name. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, it's very important at this time, connecting with others, sharing, speaking, talking, you know. Sometimes a pain may be so strong that the only way to really release it is to talk about it. And it's hard to talk about it if you don't have anyone that could understand you. So be a part of any kind of a community that may resonate with you. I wish I would be able to provide that, but currently I can't. But most probably in the future we'll do something about it as well. Thank you so much. I'm happy for your cat enjoying my art. It's wonderful. I've seen some videos. Sometimes people send me videos when they watch my videos with their cat or dog, and cat is like, you know, watching the moves and enjoying in it. Very interesting. It's nice to see something like that. Yeah, so there's many people right now. There's many people right now. So what do you think about meditation? Should we go into meditation? Every time we do this live meditations, the energy is very, very strong. So let me know if you're ready. If you have any questions right now, I'm available. I can also talk about it. But let me know if you're ready. We will start with meditation soon. Okay, give a thumbs up if you're ready, or if you have any questions. Always meditating. Cool. So what we'll do today, we'll connect firstly with our bodies. We'll listen to ourselves, then we'll see if there's something that needs to be released. Okay, look, there's I think meditation is useful, but I can't sit still because I'm too sad from previous injustice. Look, you're being caught up in an emotion because something mean happened to you. And always my suggestion, you're not alone. So many people say words like that. But what I found out in meditation is that an emotion is only holding you to a certain degree. But then it's like, who will keep up? Will emotion keep up or will you keep up? Because if you stay there for enough time, emotion will release. It will release its tension. And you will experience a release, and suddenly you will be able to look at what happened from a different perspective. And yes, give yourself time. Give yourself time. I don't know what happened to you. It happened for you, but give yourself time. But don't stay there. You see, reacting is completely okay, but don't stay there forever. So, okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Thanks, Jesse, for support. You're truly appreciated. You're truly appreciated. Okay, so I have some music for you. And okay, my friends, find a comfortable position where you can relax your body. And with the next breath, close your eyes. And keep breathing, slowly and deeply. Let each breath brings freshness and relaxation into your body. And let this sound help you to relax even more. Now for a moment, follow my rhythm of breathing. We'll do some slow breaths and then we'll speed them up a little bit. So breathe in and breathe out and just follow me. And now speed up. And speed up. And relax. And relax. And see how your breathing helped you to relax your mind. And find your center. The space behind your eyes, between your ears. Find it. now allow the stream of light enter from above into your crown center. Let it in, a divine light. Welcome it. Feel how it is entering into your brain, into your body. Now moving downwards through your throat. Feel it charging up your body. Now moving downwards into your heart, opening up your heart. You can see how a flower opens up. Now moving downwards through your solar plexus and abdominal area. And just sense how it brings immense relaxation. A golden energy, crystallized energy into your body. Let it crystallize. Allow your body to activate. Open up and let it move downwards through your root center. And into the earth. You can see now the cord from your root center traveling with this golden light into the center of the earth. However you see the center of the earth is okay for you. Now you're feeling grounded and connected. And now come into your body. If any memory comes up that may awaken sadness or fear or guilt, just release it through the cord that connects you with Earth. Let it go. And allow the light to enter into any area that was contracted because of fear or any other negative emotion. Let your muscles relax. You're safe. If anything else comes up that you would like to release, any pattern, any behavior, any habit, let it go. And allow this light to fill up now your whole body. You are the source energy. Opening up. Activating. Now feel yourself. Feel it in your brain. Feel it in your heart. If there's still any pain in your body, release it down into the earth. And let that area be filled with light. You are the source energy. Wake up. Crystallize yourself. Feel yourself. And raise it up. And feel. Feel as they healed you, loving you, kind you, abundant you. You are the source energy. It's all frequency. Now feel the frequency of change that will surprise you. Feel it moving through you, through your heart, and let go. Become the energy of change. That will surprise you. Be surprised, my friend. Become love. Give love. Receive love. Be love. Feel the energy of healing moving through you, healing you. Now heal. Become the energy of healing and heal. Now feel the energy of abundance moving through you, through your heart, abundant you. Now feel it. become abundant. You are abundance. Become the energy that attracts abundance to you. When you're surprised by it, grateful for it, joyful because of it, you are the source. Feel the energy of passion moving through you, activating you for a new life, new you, passionate you. Become it. You are passion. When you rise, everyone is rising. When you heal, everyone is healing. When you do what is right, everyone becomes righteous. Now be you. Be the source. And feel it. Now share what you feel. Expand it beyond you and all around you, so your light can reach others' light, and others' light is reaching your light. And welcome everyone in your light as one. Oneness, wholeness. One in everyone, and everyone in one. Now let's expand it, let's rise it up until everything becomes you, everything becomes one, and you become everything. You are the source, the love, the light, potential. And let go. Surrender and become all. become whole. And now slowly come back to your body and integrate this new energy into your body. Now for a moment, squeeze all the muscles in your body, squeeze them up tightly, all the muscles, squeeze them up. Come on, squeeze them, hold them even more. Just a little more, and release. And now feel this new energy entering into your muscles, into your bones, into your organs, into each cell of your body, your skin, and feel it in your body. Feel it. Now, when you will be ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. How are you feeling? This was very powerful one. I feel you all. Very good work. You've done a good job, my friends. Whatever came up. Wonderful. Whatever came up, it needed to be experienced. If you haven't felt anything, it's still okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Beautiful. So this meditation will stay on my channel. If you feel you would like to do it more frequently, if it was powerful to you, I suggest to do it more frequently. When you feel like you need something like that, it was very intense one, very powerful one. You can do it. You can always connect with it. at the end we contracted the muscles, so we called all this energy back into our bodies, so you become once again an individual self, a being of life, of potential, of joy. So it was very powerful one. Okay, my friends, so it was awesome. I will leave you here. I hope you had a great time. We had a great time, and I'm wishing you all the best. Have a yeah, stay connected with yourself, and anytime you will feel like you can come back and do this again. So once again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, press the notification bell button to get notified when I post new videos and making daily videos. And also thanks to all of you for supporting my art on our page AttractPassion.com. You can find prints of my art, you can find stickers of my art, some of the original paintings. And to anyone who would like to work with me one-on-one, I'm also offering coaching sessions. I'm doing coaching frequently, and here and there we have again available spots, so check it out if you feel like that would be something for you. The link is in the description of this video and you can schedule a calling. So my friends, it was beautiful, it was a powerful meditation, we had a powerful talk, so much happened, and stay tuned for the next one. My friends, till next time, one love.